Hello, everybody. It's Monica Heltz with your daily Fishers Health Department update. Keeping us in orange again today. Our county percent positivity rate is just smidged back into yellow at a 6.9%. Our testing site is at 7%, so right on the border. Our case rate is really what's driving this and keeping us in orange. We're at a 19.1. Our zone for orange is between 10 and 25. So that's why I'm keeping us in orange, even though our other contextual factors that we consider, such as our turnaround time on the labs and our testing availability and our contact tracing, those are still in the green to yellow category, and our hospitalization data continues to look really good, and we haven't had any new deaths, which is awesome. But we know that the cases are climbing, so we just kind of want to use a little bit of extra caution. I do believe that we can continue to keep things open. I am, like I said, cautiously optimistic that and hopeful that we're not going to be in orange too terribly long. I think we're probably maybe cresting. I don't know. I'm, like I said, cautiously optimistic. I am not expecting that we're going to be shutting things down. Please don't try to prove me wrong by having a massive party or anything. So that's where we're at with that. And again, just for all of you who are concerned that we're not taking these other factors into consideration, we had a lot of debate before we created these metrics. We wanted to make sure that we were taking these mental health factors, the contextual factors of being in a healthy community. All of these were consideration in the development of the metrics. I continue to benchmark these metrics against what other places are doing to make sure they're in line, and that we're not too far out on a limb, we're not too restrictive, we're not too open or what. So we continue to track kind of at a moderate level with what other places are doing and the other guidance that's being put out there. Again, we all are making this guidance based on the best evidence available. I know that Dr. Lane and I are very willing to change the guidance if better evidence becomes available. So we are not hanging our hats on this forever, but we are hanging our hats on it for now. And if a preponderance of evidence shows that we need to change that guidance, then we will do that. So just so you guys know all that. The other thing I wanted to go over today was just a little bit of a highlight of where people say they are getting exposed to COVID, just for your own information. Again, not to scare you, not to tell you not to do these things, just to maybe use a little bit of extra measures in these types of situations. So I went through the data from the last month of contact investigations and came out with some common themes of exposure locations. So people are saying that they got exposed at work, during sleepovers, with teammates on a sport team, at a party, lots of different kinds of parties, in their household. That's the most common one, and that's where your risk is the highest, so that makes sense. And at a gym, with a friend, maybe traveling out of state, going out to eat with a friend or a group, carpooling with someone, going to a church or a church activity, and hanging out at a bar. So those are the types of situations that people are reporting that they believe they got exposed at. So again, not that you can't do those things, but just use a little bit of extra caution when you're in those kinds of situations. Make sure that you're trying to maintain distance, using your hand washing guidelines, wearing your mask, that kind of stuff, to decrease the chance that you will be inconvenienced by isolation or quarantine or sickness. So that's what we hope for you. So Dr. Lane and I, just to be clear, we do really believe that we can keep our community open and that we can do it safely. We just need a little bit of extra attention to the kinds of ways we're doing it. We need to be a little bit more creative in how we're choosing our activities. But certainly we believe that you can still have friends, hang out with them, do things that you like to do, just do it safely. So that's the takeaway for today. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.